Being a freshman in college isn't really like the movies. Rachel is finishing her year as a freshman at UC Davis, and it looks like it's going to be the last year at this school.
Cannot afford it. My mom cannot pay for my expenses out there. And on top of that, I also was constantly thinking about how am I going to afford staying out there for the upcoming school year. And that really caused me to have anxiety over it, and I couldn't stop thinking about the fact that I can't handle these classes and I can't work, and what am I going to do next year?
Despite having to turn her attention to community college in this upcoming fall, Rachel has always dreamt of going to Davis.
I believe 8 colleges, and once I got accepted into UC Davis, it was a no-brainer. I wanted to go
Having
there.
to step back from the UC life, Rachel's father agrees that some college is better than no college, and an education is better than none.
There's no such thing as a bad college. There's some better than others. So I told her that, college is always good, whether it's a community college or a UC.
In the midst of transitioning out of UC Davis and into a community college, there are no bitter feelings towards the school. Rachel found safe haven in their friendly environment.
I would say is the only place that will return your wallet if you lose it somewhere. And the people there, I would say, they're pretty friendly. I've made a lot of friends there, and they're always there to help.
Double check.
Rachel's journey to get into UC Davis wasn't the easiest. Like most from her city, she grew up low income and felt the need to always strive for better, not only for herself, but for her family at home.
The difficult part about it is being the fact that I'm the oldest and there has been no one there to really guide me on what I should be doing in school or how I should be doing things. I'd have to basically figure out everything myself. And my sisters, they look up to me, and I want to be that guidance that I didn't have when they decided to go to college too. I really had to push myself and try to understand all the concepts myself.
Throughout high school, Rachel felt compelled to get a job on top of the several AP classes she took to help provide aid to her family at home and to relieve some stress off of her mom.
You'd have your 8-hour day of school, or 7 hours or whatever, and then right after I'd jump into work, and then even though it was part-time, I still worked 8-hour shifts throughout the week, and I'd still have piles of homework that I had to do right when I get home, and I barely got enough sleep, I would say, and it just started all over every week.
Crystal, Rachel's younger sister, recalls all the long hours Rachel put in at school and at home.
Rachel coming home from her job and being up till 1 or 2 a.m. just trying to study to pass all her tests to get into the college that she wanted.
Rachel's financial aid was cut when she decided to live outside of campus because the additional cost of college was overwhelming.
Knowing that all of her hard work and dedication went to waste is just a shame.
Rachel finds that being a minority provokes her financial problems at Davis and adds a profound amount of stress to her worries.
There are a bunch of students I see who are non-minorities who have all the advantages that I don't get, such as not having to worry where you're going to stay next year if you live off campus, or how they're going to pay for tuition and books. So for me, I have to try harder, I would say, than they do, and I have to face more obstacles through college than they do.
Rachel finds that being a minority provokes her financial problems at Davis and adds a profound amount of stress to her worries. Despite her setback in life, Rachel is determined not to stop here.
Alright, so I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Oh, excuse me. I didn't know.
Not afford that UC doesn't mean I'm going to stop working to graduate. Everyone who wants to accomplish something should be self-motivated. And that's basically one of the things that I believe will make people successful.
Things happen for a reason, and Rachel's minor setback is only going to benefit her in the long run. It's the beginning of her success.
Independent, and she likes to do stuff on her own, so she's very self-motivated. She's a hard worker in that too.